If you could switch to a different soap just for a month or two.
Oh, gee, I'm sorry. I guess I missed the meeting where we all voted for you to get pregnant. No.
I want to start off this video by saying that I hope nobody takes this video too seriously. It's half joke, half rant, but you know, I want to rant. It's my channel. I want to, you know, there's been things that have been pissing me off. So, you know, let me get it out. Let me get it out, and then you can, you know, flame me in the comment section. So in this video, I'm gonna be complaining about something most of you probably have no experience about, or honestly probably don't even care, but I'm going to talk about it anyways because over the last few weeks it's been pissing me off so much because of things I'm going to talk about. But it also ties into a video I made a few weeks ago about how dumb it is that the penalties of leaving a game is just so ridiculously high that it's stupid. It's Blizzard at its worst. It's Blizzard being, I don't know, full of itself or full of themselves and just not thinking about anything. It's maybe, I think this change in Overwatch 2 probably pisses me off more than the whole 6v6 5v5 because there is literally no argument for this, right? At least for this, and that's how long the penalties are if you leave a game. At least for 5v5 and 6v6, you know, I think they try to say it's because of the queue times and X, Y, and Z, and they're trying to make it work. But I think recently, I don't know who uncovered like a message from one of the devs a few years ago where they said that the reason for moving to 5v5 is entirely for gameplay reasons and not for the queue times. So I don't know, do with that what you will. But no, that's not what we're talking about today. I want to talk about how fucking shitty it is, and I try not to curse in my videos, right? But how fucking shitty it is to leave a game when you have something you have to do and you get penalized for it, right? So let's get into it. So over the last few weeks, let's say 4.5 weeks ago, I had another kid. She's a healthy girl. She's great. My wife is great. Everybody's healthy and happy. And so we got this new, I guess, 4.5-week-old now. And, you know, life is great. We love the baby. Baby's great. Whole family's happy. Everybody is fucking happy. Everything is fucking great. Besides Overwatch. Because as you know, and I know what the responses are going to be. Well, that's your fault for having a kid. Shut up, loser. You're going to have a kid one day and you're going to be happy. Okay, having a kid is a good thing. But yeah, so, you know, at night, you know, my wife does all the baby stuff. I kind of hang out, do whatever I need to do for her whenever something happens. But sometimes, you know, she needs her break and she needs to go to sleep. And, you know, that's where I step in. And also, mainly at night is when kind of things go down, right? Because baby needs to get up, he needs to feed, sometimes need to be rocked, all that type of stuff. And, you know, that's fine. That doesn't bother me. The problem is when I'm playing Overwatch, right, and I need to leave the game to go do something, I get punished for it, right? And hear me out. I'm not complaining that I have to take care of my kid, you know, instead of playing Overwatch. The problem is, like, if I have to make a bottle, it takes me like maybe 2 minutes to make a bottle. You have to heat up the water because you can't heat up the milk directly, and, you know, bring it to my wife, and then the wife is like, okay, good, go ahead, you're fine. Like 2 minutes max, right? If I'm gone for that long, I get kicked out of the game, and then I can't play it for like 12 hours. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it's not even that where it's only affecting me, because if I need to leave a game, right, I have no problem just leaving the game, like just hopping out of the game. The problem is I need to wait like 5 seconds for the thing to let me click out of the game, and I can't do that, right? I can't just stay there, wait 5 seconds while like the baby's crying and the baby's hungry and stuff. So while it's open, I just got to get up and go. So it doesn't just hurt me, it hurts all my teammates because I'm just frozen there for like, well, the full 2 minutes. So everybody else who's playing, the tank just stops moving for like 2 minutes, and they're like, where the fuck does dude go? When if I didn't have to wait for the 5 seconds, I could just hop out the game, and then they could get their tank and they could keep playing their game and they could keep having a good time. And then, you know, I was like, okay, well, I get the penalty. But so it just feels like everybody's losing. So I'm just ranting about it. It's so stupid. Can you imagine your wife is like on the rocking chair with your kid, and then she calls me on my phone, and she's like, "Hey, we need a bottle of milk," and then like while she's rocking, I'm like, "Okay, I'll get it." So I'm waiting to click out of the game, and I'm stuck there for 5 seconds. I can't be like, "Hold on, babe, hold on 5 seconds before I get what you need," right? It's so ugh. Like they need it now. They should at least let me leave the game like immediately. But, you know, I do leave immediately, but I just don't get out the game. I just get up and I go. And it sucks for everybody playing with me, but I don't know, it was Blizzard's fault. And like I said, I'm pretty sure what the comments are gonna say. They're gonna be probably something along the lines of, well, you know, that's your fault for having a kid, right? You shouldn't be playing Overwatch then if you have a kid. Play a single player game, blah blah blah. I wanna play Overwatch, stupid. Fuck you. Like I wanna play Overwatch. Unless Blizzard's rule is that, you know, people who have kids shouldn't be playing Overwatch because they're ruining it for everybody else, then, you know, they can suck my dick. I'm sorry I enjoy playing your game. And for, you know, the people with how monetized this game is, they want grown-ups with money to be playing this thing and buying all this stuff. And the people who have money, you know, they're probably older and they probably do have kids. And it's not like games like Elden Ring, right? I've been playing a ton of Elden Ring, which is one reason why my videos have been coming out a lot slower. And also, if you haven't noticed, having a kid has not slowed down the amount that I could play video games. If you do it right, it doesn't really affect your life that much, especially if you have family around. Like my mom likes to come over all the time and just, you know, be with her grandkids. Don't move away from your parents, people. That is a life hack. That is a life hack for you guys. Do not move away from your parents. And I mean distant wise. Move out of their house and get yourself, you know, a house or like a condo to build some equity. But yeah, do not leave your family because it's so helpful whenever anything happens. Or else you'll be like all my friends who are paying like $2,000 a month for like babysitting and shit, which is it's not good. It's not fun. It's a waste of money. But yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, Elden Ring. So I play a lot of Elden Ring. I kind of solely play Elden Ring PvP now, and I'm pretty good at it. I'm actually making a tutorial video for my build that I'll probably release hopefully by the end of this weekend. But yeah, Elden Ring, like the games are fast, and if I just kind of stop playing because I have to go do something, which happens a lot, I just die and then it's over. Like I could just hop back in when I'm done, right? And the game is hard if I'm playing single player. I just stand there and I die and I could just keep doing other things, right? So Elden Ring, I don't think suffers from this like at all, right? You just die and then you could come back and there's no real penalty. Whether you're doing single player or multiplayer, right? You could just go and it doesn't affect anybody. But for Overwatch, it's hard to leave and it just inconveniences everybody you're playing with. If at least it was easy to leave, you wouldn't be inconveniencing, you know, your teammates. But then when you come back after doing something that takes you like 2 or 3 minutes to do, I think you have to wait 12 hours. then you're just not playing the game. Even if you have to wait like 10 minutes, you're not just gonna sit there and wait the 10 minutes to be able to play the game. And even with all this, I know that I'm still gonna get hit with the what? Well, we didn't agree. What's the thing they said from The Office? I'm sorry, I missed the meeting where we all agreed that you should have a child. One of the best lines ever. But yeah, man, you know, I'm making new human beings so they can pay through Social Security, so you guys can retire. So you know, if you want to retire, you should be thanking me for making these people. And you know, I'm not asking for much. All I'm asking is that maybe let me leave the game immediately, right? Don't give me the 5-second countdown if I want to leave a game, so that at least I could leave my teammates alone, right? I could just pop out of the game and they don't have to wait the several minutes. Yeah, all I'm asking is just don't give me the 5-second countdown for me to be able to leave a game, so that one, I don't inconvenience everybody I'm playing with, because then they all just have to wait for like a missing player for the time period that it takes for me to be dropped automatically. And two, why do I have to be penalized for like a day? like, and it's not even just that. I remember over the course of like a week, right? Because I travel a lot for work, like you guys know. And there's one weekend where I had to leave like a good amount of times. Like I had to leave like maybe 2 or 3 games for like, baby reasons. And then, I'm playing throughout the week, here and there, one game here, one game there. And then the weekend comes in and I get to play again, right? That following weekend, I leave my first game and then I'm kicked out for 12 hours because it was counting the shit from last week. Right? That's absurd. Guys, that is absurd. That doesn't make sense. That's crazy. That's not okay. And again, I know we live kind of in a world now where having kids is kind of not frowned upon, but people are like, oh, you're not fun anymore. It takes away my freedom, blah, 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 blah. If you do it right, it doesn't do any of those things. Unless you're trying to play Overwatch and the devs hate you. That's really the most it affects. It affects the things I want to do. Because, if I still want to go out to the bar with my friends, I just call one of my siblings, or my mom comes over, or my wife's parents, or my wife's, siblings, or, anybody in our family just kind of drops by. If you do it right, it's not hard at all. Unless your kid has, like, colic or something. But here I am talking to, I don't know, probably a bunch of people who don't care about something that I'm just ranting about. But, it is what it is. But I would say, I'm being discriminated against. Yes, parents. Overwatch is discriminating against parents. New parents. Newborn babies. Overwatch, Blizzard hates babies. Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. I hope most of you guys know that this is mostly, not mostly, it's like 50% a joke, 50% a rant. So yeah, it's lighthearted. Making this video has made me feel better. But yeah, it sucks. It's annoying, and I think everybody, when the penalties first came out, agreed that the penalties were way too hard. And that that guy that did the interview with Flats, he was like, I have kids too, I understand. Blah 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 blah. But for a lot of people, the game of Overwatch is quick play. And then what the hell are we supposed to do? The people who just kind of want to chill. Like, it's annoying. It's annoying. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Let me know why it's my fault that I had kids in the comment section, and how why you're so happy being alone. And like and subscribe for the algorithm, and don't forget, I love you.